Y'all want to learn how to make some yummy cinnamon rolls?
Start with a half a cup of warm water, 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant active yeast, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. Mix it around, then we're going to set this off to get foamy. Then we're going to add 1/4 cup of milk, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and a 1/4 cup of sugar, and we're going to mix it. Now we're going to add 2 3/4 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, which I already had in a bowl. We're going to slowly add this in batches, and when it gets to a texture where it's going to stick on the whisk, I'm going to move over to my hand, and I'm going to knead it by hand for 5 to 8 minutes. Just make sure it's all mixed together, and then I have no flour on the bottom. And I'm kneading for 5 to 8 minutes, and then once that's done, I'm going to spray the bowl with oil. I'm going to put my dough back in, cover it up, and let it sit off to the side for about an hour to 2 hours till it rises. Now I'm going to work on my filling, which is 2/3 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I just mix this up, make sure there's no big chunks. It's been about 2 hours. Now I'm going to get my dough and roll it out. Put some flour on the counter, and then I'm going to flatten it out. I'm going to do it till it's about 1/4 inch thick. And I try to make sure I keep it all like where I'm not going to have any waste. So I'm going to tuck these sides in and then roll it out again so it's more of a rectangle, which creates less waste whenever I go to actually roll my cinnamon rolls up. Once it's out, I put some butter, melted butter in there, and then I put my filling that I already made all over it, and then spread it out evenly. Make sure it's all over the place. And it's more of a tuck and roll, so you can keep your cinnamon rolls tighter. And it's a slow process, and I just want to keep them tight and make sure I'm not creating any waste at the end. So I tuck it, stretch it out, and I'm cutting them about 2 inches. And this gives me, I want to say, about 10 cinnamon rolls if I did this correctly. And I'm going to have very minimal waste. Look at that. Now I'm going to cover it and let these rise. This is about after 3 hours. Now for my icing. It's 1 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk, just depending on the texture of the icing you want. Now to bake them, 375 for 15 to 20 minutes till they're like golden brown on top. And then I just set them off to the side, let them cool down for a little bit, and put my yummy icing on top. This is completely dairy-free, and there's no dyes in it. So my kids absolutely love it since Bristol has to be dairy-free. It's one of her favorite breakfast meals, and they reheat amazing. So they're going to have these for breakfast in the morning.